You're lying in bed. The house is still. The lights are off. But your mind won't rest. It's like your body is tired, but your thoughts are wide awake. You shift positions. You glance at the clock. It's 2:14 a.m. Again, you start to think, is this just how nights are now? Is this the new normal? It doesn't have to be. So many vibrant, capable people like you who've built families, careers, legacies, are quietly battling restless nights. Not because they lack strength or willpower, but because their bodies and rhythms are changing, and no one told them how to adapt gently, naturally, and effectively. This isn't about sleeping like you're 20 again. It's about reclaiming something deeper, your independence, your vitality, that peaceful feeling of waking up refreshed, not foggy, not drained, because when your nights are calm, your days are stronger, your memory gets sharper, your steps feel steadier, your confidence grows. You're not just resting, you're healing. Today I'm going to show you a simple, natural way to help you rest deeply, not just for one night, but in a steady, lasting rhythm. It starts with something you might already have in your kitchen, chamomile tea. But I promise you, this isn't just about sipping a warm drink and hoping for the best. There's a method, a ritual, and if you follow it consistently, you may begin to feel a change within just 7 nights. We'll also talk about common mistakes that sabotage your sleep, even the ones you think are helping. You'll learn how to support your body's natural rhythm, improve your mobility, and regain that quiet, centered balance that's been missing. But first, tell me, how many nights this week did you truly feel rested when you woke up? I'd love to hear your answer in the comments below. And if you're new here, welcome. This is Everyday Ageless, where we explore ways to stay well, live fully, and age with strength and grace. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I think you'll feel right at home here. Let's start with something no one really talks about: why sleep gets harder as we age, even when we do everything right. Maybe you go to bed early, avoid caffeine, follow your doctor's advice, and still the sleep just doesn't come easy. Let me tell you about someone named Doris. She's 74, lively, sharp, loves her garden and her grandkids. But she came to me one day frustrated. I used to sleep like a rock, she said. Now I'm lucky if I make it 4 hours before I'm up again, staring at the ceiling. What Doris didn't know, and what many people don't, is that our natural melatonin levels drop significantly as we get older. Melatonin is your body's internal sleep signal, like a soft nudge saying, it's time to rest. Add in changes to hormone rhythms, aches and pains, medications, even nighttime bathroom trips, and suddenly, sleep becomes a puzzle. But here's the good news. You can train your body to rest again. You can support your rhythms, calm your nervous system, and reset your internal clock, all without harsh pills or heavy sedatives. And that's where chamomile comes in. Not as a magic cure, but as a gentle ally, a way to ease your body back into its natural calm, its nightly healing, its well-earned peace of mind. But before we talk about how to use it properly, I want to clear up a myth. A lot of people, maybe even you, think bad sleep is just something to accept. That tossing and turning is inevitable. That poor sleep is just part of getting older. It's not. That idea, it steals your freedom, and you deserve better. Because the truth is, deep restorative rest is a form of self-respect. It's an act of prevention. It improves your heart, your brain, your mood, your mobility, and yes, even your memory. So no, this isn't just about tea. It's about reclaiming your nights, so you can thrive during your days. Now, let me tell you something remarkable about chamomile, and how to unlock its full potential. In many parts of the world, chamomile isn't treated like a casual bedtime beverage. It's honored like a healing herb. In Germany, they call it alles Zutraut, which means capable of anything, and they mean it. Chamomile contains a powerful compound called apegenin. It's what gives the flower its gentle, earthy scent, and also its remarkable ability to calm the mind and body. Apegenin binds to certain receptors in the brain that help reduce anxiety and promote sleep, much like prescription sedatives, but without the harsh side effects. But here's the catch. Most people don't use it in a way that gives their body the full benefit. I've seen it time and again. Someone brews a quick cup of chamomile in the microwave, drinks it distractedly while watching TV, and says it didn't help. Of course it didn't. That's like rushing through a song and expecting to feel moved by the music. Chamomile works best as a ritual, consistent, intentional, and soothing, like lighting a candle before bed, or brushing your hair slowly, or listening to soft music as you sip. And the quality matters. Not all chamomile is created equal. If you're buying pre-packaged dusty bags from the supermarket, you're missing out on the richness. Look for whole flower, organic chamomile, the kind that blooms in hot water, releases oils, and fills the air with something ancient and peaceful. That's the version that works. That's the one that invites your nervous system to exhale. Now you might be wondering, what's the right way to do this? How can a cup of tea turn into a tool for deeper, more youthful sleep? Stick with me. I'll walk you through a simple, beautiful nighttime ritual that's helped so many people, even those who thought their sleep couldn't improve. And it doesn't just bring better nights. It brings more clarity, more comfort, more strength to the hours when you're awake and living fully. Let's talk about the ritual, the 7-night rhythm that can help you reset your sleep naturally, without relying on pills or tossing and turning in frustration. There's something powerful about doing the same calming thing at the same time each evening. Your body begins to recognize it. Your nervous system says, it's time to let go. That's how healing begins, not with force, but with rhythm. Here's what I invite you to do. For the next 7 nights, prepare your chamomile tea 1 hour before bed. Don't wait until you're already exhausted. Instead, begin the signal early. Boil your water slowly, no microwaving. Let the flower steep for at least 10 minutes. As it steeps, breathe in the scent. Let it fill your senses. That scent alone can begin to slow your heart rate. Drink it slowly, not in front of a screen, not while scrolling, not multitasking. Just sit, quietly. Maybe play soft music. Maybe turn down the lights. Wrap your hands around the cup. Let it warm your fingers, your chest, your breath. Now here's the secret most people miss. Pair your tea with your breath. Try this. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. That's 1 cycle. Do 10 cycles while you sip your tea. This simple breathing technique, done consistently, can calm your nervous system faster than anything else I've seen. It works, even if you're skeptical. You don't need to chant or meditate or do anything complicated. Just breathe, sip, breathe, repeat. Let the stress melt off like snow from a warm roof. This isn't just about falling asleep faster. It's about improving your sleep quality, about helping your body drop into the kind of rest that restores vitality, the kind of rest that supports your memory, your mobility, and your emotional resilience. You're not just passing time before bed. You're creating a boundary, a gentle, comforting bridge between the chaos of the day and the stillness of the night. And when you do this for 7 nights in a row, something begins to shift. Not all at once, but gradually, like a pond settling after a storm. Your body starts to trust the rhythm, and that's when the deep sleep can begin to return. But let's be honest, even the best rituals can be undone by hidden habits. And unfortunately, most people don't realize how often they're sabotaging their sleep without meaning to. Let me tell you about Nancy. She's 70, sharp as ever, and keeps an organized, lovely home. But her sleep, a mess. She was drinking the tea. She was following the breathing, but still, wide awake at night. When we looked closer, it was clear. Her habits were whispering one message, while her body was hearing another. She was watching TV right before bed. Not just a quiet show, but intense news and fast-paced dramas. Bright lights, fast visuals, tension. Her body couldn't tell if it was safe or not. She was also snacking late. A little sugar here, a bite of chocolate there. Just enough to raise blood sugar and confuse the natural release of melatonin. And a glass of wine to unwind. That glass was fragmenting her sleep all night long. So we made a few tweaks. She swapped late-night snacks for a few almonds and a slice of banana, both gentle, natural sources of magnesium and tryptophan. She turned off the screens 90 minutes before bed, started reading again, took a warm shower before her tea instead of after. Within 5 days she noticed a difference. Not perfect, but better. She felt steadier. Her thoughts didn't race. Her body didn't tense. And most importantly, she stopped waking up every 2 hours. That's the thing. Sleep isn't one magic trick. It's the sum of small choices that either build a bridge to rest or block it. Ask yourself tonight, is what I'm doing after dinner supporting my sleep or stealing it? That one question can change everything. And if you're wondering whether you're too far gone, whether your patterns are too set in, let me reassure you, healing is always possible. Your brain still knows how to rest. Your body still remembers. It just needs the right signals. And one of the strongest signals you can give it, beyond tea, beyond light, beyond food, is breath. I know it sounds too simple, too easy, but that's what makes it so powerful. Your breath is always with you. And when used intentionally, it can bring you back to a place of calm, even when the day has left you feeling frayed. There's a breathing method called 5-5-5. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5, exhale for 5. It's just that, but done with awareness, it changes your chemistry. When you exhale slowly, your body sends a signal to your brain, we're safe now. Your heart rate slows, your muscles soften, blood pressure drops. This is the activation of your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode. When Eleanor, a former nurse in her late 60s, began pairing this breathwork with her tea ritual, she said something beautiful to me. It's like I finally feel at home in my own body again. She stopped needing to get up and pace the house at midnight. Her mind wasn't spinning with everything she forgot to do. She felt more in control, not just of her sleep, but her day. That's the thing. A restful night isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning. When you sleep well, your daytime energy improves, your focus sharpens, your movement becomes more confident. You find yourself doing little things again, like gardening, calling friends, even just walking to the mailbox with more ease. It's all connected, and it can start with something as gentle as a flower in hot water, and the rise and fall of your breath. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just begin where you are, with one sip, one breath, one evening at a time. Now let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed, but plays a huge role in whether or not you sleep through the night: naps. Now don't worry, I'm not here to say you can never rest during the day. But what I've found is that many well-meaning people unintentionally disrupt their sleep by napping too long, or too late. I remember Ron, strong, active, and in his early 70s, he'd wake up early, feel wiped out by noon, and crash in his recliner for a quick nap that lasted nearly 2 hours. Then he'd stay wide awake until well past midnight. I just can't fall asleep anymore, he told me. But the truth was, his body had already gotten a big dose of sleep earlier in the day. Our internal clocks, the circadian rhythms, are more delicate than we think, especially as we age, when our natural sleep-wake cycle becomes more sensitive to light, timing, and even our meal schedule. Long naps, especially after 3 p.m., confuse the body. It's like trying to fall asleep with the lights still on inside. So here's what I suggest. If you truly need to rest during the day, keep your nap short, about 20 to 30 minutes. That's just enough to give you a little boost of energy without pulling you into deep sleep territory. And try to nap before mid-afternoon, ideally sometime between 1 and 2 p.m. This way your nighttime sleep remains the star of the show. When Ron made that small shift, something amazing happened. He didn't feel drowsy in the early evening anymore. He actually started looking forward to bedtime, knowing he'd sleep through the night and wake up with more clarity and comfort in the morning. Remember, your body craves balance, not too much rest, not too little, just a steady rhythm that supports both your days and your nights. And when you honor that rhythm, you're not just getting better sleep, you're strengthening your independence, your freedom, and your daily sense of vitality. Let's build on that rhythm with one final piece: your 7-night chamomile challenge. Think of this not as a test, but as an invitation, a gentle, powerful reset. For the next 7 nights, I invite you to commit to this. 1 cup of real chamomile tea, 1 hour before bed. Steep it properly. Sip it slowly. Breathe with it. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds out. No TV, no sugar,
No alcohol, just you, your tea, and your breath. Write down how you feel each morning. Not just whether you slept, but how you felt. Did your thoughts feel clearer? Did your movements feel more steady? Was your mood lighter?
You may be surprised how quickly your body responds when you treat it with consistency and care. I know it can feel discouraging sometimes. Sleepless nights stack up and start to take more than just your rest. They take your confidence, your motivation, your joy. They make you question if you're still in control. I've seen it too many times. And if you felt that way, please know you're not alone and you're not broken. But here's what I want you to hear most. Your body still knows how to sleep. Your mind still knows how to rest. It just needs a safe, calm space to do so. This is about more than sleep. It's about how you live. When your nights are restful, your days are fuller, your thoughts are sharper, your decisions come with more ease. You move through life with more clarity, more strength, more you. And if you're watching this as someone caring for a parent, a partner, a loved one, this matters to you too. Your support, your understanding, your presence, it's part of the healing. Invite them to do this ritual with you, even if it's just a shared cup of tea at the end of the day. That simple act can build trust, connection, and a beautiful sense of peace of mind. Aging well isn't about pretending we're not changing. It's about honoring the change and responding with wisdom, with grace, with daily habits that support your health and your spirit. So let's take a deep breath together now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we begin. Let's go over what we explored today, just gently. You learned how chamomile tea, when used with intention, can become more than a drink. It becomes a cue, a healer, a sleep companion. You learn that melatonin levels naturally dip as we age, but that rituals and consistency can bring them back into rhythm. You discovered that mistakes like late-night screens, sugar, or even long naps could be keeping you up, and how to fix that without judgment. You've been given a simple, steady challenge, 7 nights of tea, breath, and quiet. And you've been reminded that your body is still capable of deep rest, even if it's been a while since you felt it. So now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try tonight? Will it be the tea, the breathing, turning off the TV a little earlier? Share it with me in the comments because your experience might help someone else feel encouraged too. And if this video spoke to you, if it made you feel seen, understood, or hopeful, I hope you'll give it a like. It really helps this message reach others who may be struggling in silence. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to Everyday Ageless. This is a space for those who want to feel strong, stay curious, and live well every single day. Before we part tonight, I want to leave you with something a little extra, something to nourish not just your sleep, but your spirit. There's a quote I come back to often, especially on nights when my mind is busy or my heart feels heavy. It's simple but powerful. Rest is not idleness. Rest is repair. Anonymous. You see, rest isn't wasting time. It isn't laziness. It isn't weakness. It's how your body rebuilds, how your mind processes, how your heart softens and opens again to joy. Sleep isn't the absence of doing. It's the quiet work that keeps you vital, strong, and whole. So tonight, or maybe tomorrow, if you're looking for one more way to support your rest, try this. A chamomile foot soak. Yes, really. Fill a basin with warm water. Drop in 2 organic chamomile tea bags. Let them steep just like you would for a drink. Then soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes. You'll feel the warmth rise up your legs, calming your whole nervous system. The scent will begin to signal your brain that it's time to unwind. This is an ancient practice and it still works today because the body remembers what feels good. A small act. A simple step, but powerful. And while you're soaking, maybe think of one thing you're grateful for. Just one. Gratitude is one of the strongest anchors for emotional balance. It's a form of mental rest, and it's something no one can take from you. You're not here because you've given up. You're here because you still believe in the possibility of feeling better. That alone shows your strength, your resilience,
and your beautiful willingness to keep choosing life, even in the quiet moments. So whether you're here to sleep better, move more freely, protect your memory, or simply enjoy more peace of mind, you're in the right place. You are the reason Everyday Ageless exists, to support you, to honor your journey, and to remind you that health doesn't expire, it evolves. You don't have to chase youth, but you can feel youthful. You can wake up feeling steady, clear, and calm. You can sleep soundly, not because you're lucky, but because you've created the conditions for it. And you don't have to do it alone. This channel will be here for you, for more tools, more tips, more gentle support that puts you in the driver's seat of your health. If you found comfort here today, there's so much more to come, and I hope you'll join us again. The next video in this series will show you one of the most effective breathing techniques to help release tension and quiet the mind, especially helpful if you carry stress in your chest or shoulders. Until then, take care of yourself tonight. Light your tea, breathe slowly, let the world slow down with you. And when you wake tomorrow, may it be with more clarity, more freedom, and more joy. You deserve it. Sweet dreams from Everyday Ageless. We'll talk again soon.